In the left part of the map we have on Catalina, it is our red Zerg, Felicity's Anticitizen.
On the bottom right of the pinwheel, Catalina here is our green Protoss player, Swanky's Oxygen.
So I've actually started to fall out of the habit of key spamming at the beginning of the game. So
it
Oxy's APM looks a lot like mine at this part of the game right now.
Yeah,
I actually just click once and then I like start stretching my wrists, or right. I like make a bunch of screen hotkeys. I don't click spam anymore.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I mean, honestly, for pros it's okay. I mean, it's all muscle memory at that point. They're going to be using that same tactic late game. They know exactly where their hotkeys are, all that good stuff. But yeah, if you're a lower level player, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having 30 APM at the beginning of the game. Honestly, I'm reaching for my Dr. Pepper right about now.
And honestly, the whole purpose at this point too, for a lot of pro players, is to warm up their hands a bit, because you know they're in an adrenaline-filled tournament environment, so your hands freeze up on you.
Yes, they do.
So this is one way to prevent that from being an issue. It makes total sense with what they're doing. For me, no.
No. No. My room is quite warm. So Oxy looks like he's Forge fast expanding again, dropping a Forge at the front.
Reasonable play on this map. Going for the more... I don't know. Actually, I wonder if Gateway expanding might be a little better on this map, just because your opponent doesn't know exactly where you are. I'd find the Forge fast expand to be a little bit more of a safe option on something like Overgrowth, just because your opponent knows exactly where you are. If they want to do a kind of pull cheese on you, they have a lot more flexibility there. And in the general tendency, whenever you can't guarantee scout your opponent quickly, you're going to do something a little bit more macro-oriented, unless you like rolling dice.
Right. Well, on this map, I can see why he would go Forge. Honestly,
so,
he doesn't know where he...
basically what I'm saying is if Fade, or Nazgul as he's often called, was playing Zerg, because he's a very rushy kind of guy, and I were playing with him on any map, I would Forge fast expand every time. If I'm playing Anti, though, I probably don't do it much, because I just don't expect that tactic from him, frankly.
Are you calling Nazgul a cheeser?
No, I'm calling him a very aggressive player.
Good.
Hearts to you, Nazgul.
Good answer.
I like watching your games. Keep playing on the show matches.
We both do. I like that. Anti's dropped a base, opting... was that hatch first? I think it was. Does have a spawning pool now, though, too. No speed yet. That probably in the next...
He's collected enough gas for it. It's more just... I wonder if he's saving the gas for something else. It's a little weird that he hasn't picked it up.
Maybe he's nervous, too. Probably on tilt at this point. I like him. He's very passionate about this game. Hey
Nazgul, good to see you. That's dead frogs, by the way. People in the chat are like kind of confused by that statement.
Yes. How's it going?
They hurt. Anyway, this is a little weird. He is stockpiling. Okay, that's why. Fast Lair. There it is.
Very good.
He's not grabbing speed because he's going for the fast mutas. This is frankly exactly what I expected to see. Meanwhile, back at Oxy's base, it's going for a fast Stargate. So the question is, will we see a repeat of Game 1 from the second series where he won the Phoenixes and they just kind of got eaten alive and had no defenses whatsoever and died? Or will he control properly this time and be able to hold it off?
We'll see. BD. The gas going down. Gonna be ready by the time the lair pops.
So he's actually running he's got an Overlord right there, so he knows about the Stargate. Let's see if he modifies his strat in any way. Because upon seeing that, there are actually a couple of the routes you can go with a fast lair. He could go for a fast roach speed instead. Throw down an infestation bit, go for infestor tech. Try something along those lines. But actually the thing is, though, this might still work anyway because Oxy's actually gone for a Oracle first. So he won't have the Phoenix count quite up very high when the Mutalisks actually come out here. Plus the Mutas will probably shut down the Oracle. pretty hard. It should get there in time to kill first few drones, but I expect it to be taken out
Yes.
quickly after that.
Disco balls do not shoot up, ladies and gentlemen.
They shoot down.
They can only
Right?
shoot down with the fabulous lights.
This always kind of weirds me out with flying units, mostly because flying units. I think in terms of flight simulators, like the incredible TIE fighter and the Star Citizen that's currently being worked on.
Oh yes.
And it's like none of them really have this problem. So it's very hard for me to imagine what it's like to fly something that really shoots down.
I would be very frustrated as a pilot.
Ooh, he sees the spire. Throwing down a spore crawler in the main, trying to get a few more workers, does pick up one off the gas, and I like that move. If your opponent's not paying too close attention, you're actually cutting into his ability to continue to get mutas. And speaking of mutas, there they are, 10 mutas, see?
Ooh, oh. So he opts for 2 more gateways instead, and a void ray.
Okay, he is
This
seriously not going to be prepared for this very well, I don't think. This is going to hurt.
No, this is gonna be not
If Anti controls this right, then he probably will crush him. If he does, well, obviously if he doesn't, but might not. I expect the game to go longer. Like if he screws up on the muta control, we'll probably be sitting here staring at these two macro for another 5 minutes.
right. He's flooding lings too. He's got 16 of those on the way, so he's gonna have those on the ground to sort of run interference, I suppose.
So looking at the positioning of the base, well, let's see. The oracles come back. Is that a second oracle? Yeah, it's got completely fresh health and everything. The other oracle's up at the top. There is a spore crawler in both mineral lines now, so that can't end the game anymore. Here comes the Mutalist running in on top of the base to take out the Void Ray. And now it looks like he's going to get to work on the... Well, he's actually being a little indecisive here, losing, I think, a Muta. Not necessarily. Just poking around the base, starting to do damage against the Twilight Council. Sees the Stalkers, maneuvers away. The Oracle's like, shoot me! I'm here to be shot at, because I can't shoot back. Oh, actually, the door's completely open. He can run with these lings, and this can get real, real bad. He's trying to Chrono Boost out Phoenixes. He's waiting a little bit longer for a few more lings to come down. He's going to run forward, sees the Oracles, gets one of them. Moving out, moving in, moving out, moving in. Flies in, takes out the Mothership Core. It's going to help for this eventual attack that's about to start here. No, Phoenix comes out and actually runs straight into the Mutas. A little bit of a repeat as what happened last time. Here comes the Lings actually going to run up into the base and now compounding their damage along with the Mutalist. Looks like he's just going to go for direct engagement here. And for some reason, Oxy's just destroying the gateway. Instead of fighting the units, the gateway dies. Now he's actually shooting at the Mutalist, and I think he's kind of dead. Actually.
That was on gateway.
Oh man, that is
It can be painful.
that is a heck of an unfortunate miss, Micro. Here comes 24 more Lings. Even if he kills the Mutas at this point, I think the inevitable Ling flood that's going to follow this is just going to be way too big. Yeah, now he's losing probes to Mutas. He didn't kill the Mutas. What is he trying to do on the back of this? He's getting Blink and basically staring. I guess he's just staring at his stuff time. Oof. Yep, there's GG.
Whew.
To answer your question, Nazgul, he is, as of present, still in